Hello folks, this is Chef Craig here, and today we're making king cake.
We made this last year and had so much fun, I thought, why not make it again? So today we have this king cake mix that we picked up at World Market. Let's see what we do first. Well, first we need to open the box. This does include a baby. Do you know what if happens if you get the baby in the king cake, Craig?
Not gonna happen.
No, what happens if you do?
I'll get choked.
Well,
Break my teeth. Chip a tooth or something.
Yes.
Why?
Well, that is all true. But also, the person that gets the baby has to buy the next king cake, which seems rather unfair because it seems like if you got the baby, it should be a lucky thing, but that's not what it is. Certainly not lucky if you break a tooth or choke.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. So we have the yeast we're going to need. We have the sugar for topping it, the filling mix, and a glaze, as well as the dough. To lift this up. The first thing it says is to place the cake mix and yeast in a large bowl, which we are going to use our mixer. We don't need those things now. So I'll open this and you can dump it in the mixer, okay, Craig? And then it says we need to add the yeast. You know what yeast does?
What, grow rise?
Yeah, it makes it rise. That's right. And then we need to add a cup of very warm water and half a cup, which is 1 stick of softened butter, which I have softened this. So we've got to get our water warm, which takes a minute. All right, next we have 1 cup of very warm water Craig's going to pour in there. And then we'll add our softened butter. We've got our softened butter here. Want to put that in, Craig?
You put it in.
Okay, don't want to get your hands messy, do you? All right, now it says to mix it. I'll turn it on. Okay. Whoa. Okay, it said to mix well, which we did. And then it says after that, we mixed it well. We add 1 egg and we mix that well.
Okay, this one?
And then we need to, we'll lower this and turn on the mixer again. So I'm going to turn this off for a little bit. It says after you add the egg, you mix it well, and then it's going to basically knead the dough for us since we have this mixer. We have our dough blade on it. And you mix it about 3.5 minutes, it says. And then we're going to set it in a warm place for 30 minutes. So we'll get this mixed. Craig, do you know any Mardi Gras jokes?
Fat Tuesday.
Okay. We'll have to ask Alexa if she knows any Mardi Gras jokes. All right, let's see.
Hey Craig, you know what comes after Fat Tuesday?
What?
Diet Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to come closer for the camera to hear it. All right.
No more.
What did Dad just said? Do you know what comes after Fat Tuesday? What did he say,
Diet
Craig?
Wednesday.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, so we are going to mix this up and we'll be right back. I'll show you our dough. And we're going to leave it in this bowl covered for 30 minutes so it can rise.
Our dough is ready to roll, Mom.
Ready to roll. It says to roll this into a 5 by 30 inch rectangle. Now 30 inches is pretty long. I'm not sure we can make 30 inches, but I'll see. I think I remember last time, I don't think I was able to make it to 30. We're gonna give it a try. maybe. Let's see where we're at now. Right now we are at 23. Well, basically I need to go clear to the end of this.
So what are we having for dinner, Mama?
Shall we make hamburger helper? I mean, Velveeta skillet?
Sure, Mama.
Gotta get some hamburger thought out though. But we could do that. Okay.
Again.
Okay. But probably a little bit. The trick is to not roll it out too wide. You want to roll it out more long. Because 5 inches isn't really all that much. I think we can make it. Almost anyway. So we'll be close enough. This is a sweet dough. I did taste the dough and it is sweet. Kind of like if you made cinnamon rolls. Just kind of what this reminds me of is cinnamon rolls. Okay, I think that's good. Got it rolled out. Okay. So now we need to mix 2 tablespoons of melted butter and the filling mix, which this is the filling mix right here. And this is a praline filling mix, it says. So we need to get 2 tablespoons of butter and melt it. This glass measuring cup, we're going to put in 2 tablespoons of butter. Craig, do you want to put that in the microwave? We'll try 30 seconds first. Can you show everyone what we're going to make tonight, Craig?
Ultimate cheeseburger mac.
There it is. That's the best Velveeta skillet, I think. They're all pretty good, though. We've had really good luck with these. It's a nice, quick, and easy dinner. And we usually use 2 boxes, so there's enough for leftovers. And now we have Bennett and Haley, who also eat dinner with us, so we definitely need the 2 boxes. That one is so delicious. I'm not really a hamburger helper fan, but those Velveeta skillets are great. Alright, Craig melted the butter. You want to pour this filling mix in there, and then get us a fork to mix it up with, okay, buddy?
That grin, Lord.
We'll mix that up. And after that, we're going to spread it evenly over the dough. I almost think, I don't know, maybe it's supposed to be like, is it supposed to be crumbly? It's definitely crumbly. It makes me think we need a little more butter.
Yeah, it needs a little more butter.
I think maybe we do need a little more butter. Maybe you're just supposed to do it like this, but that doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It does make sense.
Just because I've made so many cinnamon rolls. Let's add a little more butter to it. So let's set this here. I will also tell you, I added about 1/4 cup more flour to the dough mix because it was so sticky. There was no way it was going to form a ball, and that was just about exactly right. I just took some and put it in there. I'm just guessing it's about a quarter of a cup. That's how I roll, you know. I'm gonna pour some of it in here. Yeah, do that. Okay. Now it should give that another mix, Craig. I think that'll be a little better. Yeah, now it doesn't look so dry. Okay, let's see.
Whoa.
Okay, let's just kind of put this down. Doesn't seem like very much for for as long as this is, but we'll see what we can do here.
How? The owl was hooted.
Let's make makes me think it's okay. There it says to. Oh, here's some more, I guess. I missed some of that. Don't want to miss any of that goodness. All right, let's see. Spread evenly over the dough, it says. So let's see. May have to use our fingers.
Oh.
Okay, but you can't eat too much because it's not that much on here. Now, when I've made cinnamon rolls in the past, what I did was spread melted butter over the dough and then add like the brown, because I think this is like a brown sugar mixture. I think that was much easier than this is. But I'm doing it. We're getting it right. We're getting it. If I did this again, though, I think I would do exactly that. I think I would melt those 2 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons of butter. We ended up adding 4 because 2 tablespoons was not enough. And then I would just sprinkle the dry mix over the top of the butter. It would be just a lot easier than trying to get this kind of... it's not really wet. It's kind of a sandy-like texture. Could even maybe add a little extra if you wanted to make it a little better. You could even probably add a little more brown sugar to it. I'll just do it the way it says this time. I can't even remember the last time. That's sad. Do you remember making this king cake, Craig?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, we made it. And it was fun and it was good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now it's time to roll up the king cake.
Roll up. Roll up.
Do you want to try and roll it? You got to go this way. Here, I'll start it and then.
Roll up.
Yep, just like that. You do that end, I'll do this end.
Roll up. Roll up. Roll up.
Roll up the king cake. You know, roll out the barrel.
The barrel.
Okay, now what they want us to do is place the king cake on this pan, and it's going to be in a kind of a, does it say a circle or an oval? Let's see what it says. It says, place it on a large cookie sheet and shape it into an oval. So let's see. We've got to get this onto a large cookie sheet. So I think we're probably going to have to make the oval before we kick it up. It's not the easiest thing to do, but we got it. It's on the cookie sheet. You want to, Craig's interested in eating the filling that fell out. Get it into an oval here. Do you want to try and shape it a little bit? Okay, I think that's pretty good. Does it say to connect the ends? Okay, does it really say? Let it rise in a warm place until the dough is doubled in size, about 30 minutes. So we're going to take another little break here while we let this rise for 30 minutes. Craig, one of our viewers wants to know if you have seen Charlotte's Web.
The animated film?
Yeah, it's animated, right? Yeah. Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us about it?
It's about a run of a laird named Wilbur who is about to be turned to bacon. But now she is with the help of Charlotte Despard to make miracles.
What's your favorite character in Charlotte's Web?
Templeton.
Can you sing that Templeton song for us?
A fair is a variable smorgasbord, August after the crowds have ceased.
Keep going.
Each night when the lights go on the run, all the run. Oh, what a weddly feast. Lots of popcorn, apple cores, banana peels, and so you learn and everything gobbled at the fair.
Right. You also saw Charlotte's Web as a play, right? At the Des Moines Playhouse. You really liked that, didn't you? He loved Templeton. But they had a great Templeton. Stephanie took him and was telling me about it. That Templeton was very dramatic, and Craig loved it. Okay, we've got this oval. Let's. We're going to just put it in the oven. We have our oven has a setting. Our oven has a setting called bread proof, so we'll set it in there for 30 minutes, and then we'll be back.
You baking it?
Well, we're not baking it yet. We're just letting it raise. So put it in there.
Can I go now?
You can go for a while, yes. I won't bother Craig to come down for this step because the next step is to bake it in a 375-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll pop this in the oven and we'll be back when it's done. The king cake is done. We just have to frost it now and hide the baby underneath. They gave us this teeny little baby. I'm going to bring it up so maybe, I don't know if you can see it clear back there because it is small, but here it is.
Good swallow.
It's not gonna happen.
Not going to happen. Okay, so Craig, where should we hide the baby at? You got to put it underneath. So lift it up and put it underneath there. And then the person that gets the baby. Actually, on this box, it gives a little history of Mardi Gras and the king cake. And it says the person to get the baby has to host the next party so that the parties just keep going on during Mardi Gras. Okay, Craig, we need to open this thing of glaze and put it in this bowl. You get a knife, or scissors. Thank you. Yes, do that. Okay. Whew. I had a little nap waiting for this. I'm still yawning. Need 1 tablespoon of water. So you gotta. There you go. Pour that in there, and we'll get a knife. I mean a fork, and stir it, turn it into frosting. I think we're going to need some more water. I don't think that's going to cut it. Yeah, that is not enough water, so we need to add some more.
More water.
What this is going to be is just like a powdered sugar glaze.
Let's clean this mess.
Okay. We've got the frosting all ready. Now let's take a spoon and we'll just, you take that spoon and we'll just start frosting it. This is a glaze, so you just kind of.
It turned out to be just a dream.
Yeah, that's right, Craig. That's the way to do it.
But in the end, SpongeBob called off.
Uh-oh. Are you saying a sad or an angry rant?
No.
Is that a sad one?
Yeah.
I had to change the memory card in the camera, so that got Craig a little upset because we had to stop. We're getting over it though, right?
With Taz miserable, feeling guilty for his actions, SpongeBob ran away from Bikini Bottom and was never be seen or heard from again. At first, it turned...
Okay, you can't use that anymore. You just licked it. I think we're almost done anyway. We about got it all covered. This is going to be so yummy, isn't it? Our next step will just be to put the sugar on it, and then you can try it. I didn't think that looked like very much glaze, but it's covering the whole thing, so it was the perfect amount. If you wanted more of a glaze on yours, you could always make it with just some powdered sugar and...
Call this one.
Yep, we'll have to do that one. You could make more glaze with powdered sugar and water. That's all this is. All right, now we need to get some... oh, let me put a little bit more. Which spoon were you using? This one? Get that out of there.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. Looks like we need a little bit more right here. All right. Now, can you get me the scissors? Oh, never mind. Scissors are right here. I don't need these anymore. Now we just need to add the colored sugar.
A yellow one, a green one, and a purple one.
Okay. Remember we do it in sections? Let's see. Want to see how they do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, it might be, yeah, you could do that, or you could put some in your hand and do it. Trying to figure out how to open this. I think it'd be easier if, let's put these in little bowls. Uh-oh. We have some cats arguing in here, I think.
No, what?
Craig, you're fine. Oh, never mind. It's just Bernie bugging the cats, so at least there won't be a cat fight. Bernie likes to clean the cats, and I think Eggs likes it, but she does growl while he does it. Okay.
Crazy.
All right, let's start putting some on. I'd say you need, this one needs a little bit more where you put it. Okay. I'll put purple, you put yellow on the other side of it. On this side. Okay, we gotta keep going here. Craig must be done. They don't really give you as much sugar as you really need to do this, but I don't think. We'll see. We'll see how it is when we get done. Let's see. Let's do
This
some
Easter,
yellow.
we're going to Stephanie's house.
Honey, I don't know yet. Maybe. We'll see what she wants to do. Where do you like to have Easter at?
Stephanie's house.
Okay. What do you like about Easter at Stephanie's house?
Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. She does have a really good backyard for an Easter egg hunt. What do you like to find at the Easter egg hunt?
Cadbury cream eggs.
What else do you like? Well, I guess we're going to make it. It's just, it's not going to look quite as thick as it does on the picture, I don't think, but
don't
it's
worry.
not too bad. Just got to keep going here.
It'll be good, Mom.
Oh, it's going to be good, for sure. I know it will be. Okay. Put some more yellow here. This needs some more yellow. Okay. All right. I'm going to get my hammer off so I can show you our king cake. And here's the masterpiece, our king cake. And Craig can't wait to take a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Here's what Craig's been waiting for. the cutting of the king cake. There you go, buddy. You give that a taste. Get a little taste here. What do you think?
Delicious.
It's very good. I think this mix was like $8. It's really yummy. What a treat.
Happy Mardi Gras.
We'll see you guys later.
We'll see you guys later.
I think Craig has had enough for now. He went up to his room. He's been a little bit grouchy this week. His fuse has been shorter. I think he hasn't been feeling the best. He woke up with a headache this morning. He's had diarrhea earlier in the week. So I think he just, he doesn't have as much patience. He doesn't go into full-blown meltdowns, but he just gets irritated easier, I guess, is the best way to put it. So I'm, at this point anyway, not going to ask him to help with making dinner. I may call him down after I get the hamburger browned, because the first step for the Velveeta skillet is to brown a pound of hamburger. Now, I usually just do 1 pound of hamburger for 2 boxes because personally, I don't care that much for the meat. So, and I put it through the food processor so it gets all the way through it. I think that's plenty of ground beef in there. But if you like more ground beef, you would want to use 2 pounds of ground beef for this. Now, the boxes of Velveeta does come with this packet of cheese sauce, which this is the last thing that you put in. And this is the pasta. And this is the seasoning mix, which you put in when you put in the pasta. But first of all, I'm just going to brown up some hamburger, and I'll be back with you in a little bit. So, I didn't have my camera on. But Craig came down, and he added the hamburger, he added the sauce mix, and 2 cups of water. And what we're doing now is we are going to bring this to a boil, and then we'll let it simmer. It says 10 to 12 minutes. I find it takes at least 15 minutes to get that macaroni cooked to the consistency that I like. How you doing, Craig?
Good.
Did you take a nap today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I think this change in weather is kind of getting to us. It's it makes my arthritis flare up. It makes my arthritis flare up there. It also makes me tired, and it affects my sinuses. And I'm pretty sure it affects Craig somewhat in the same ways. Probably not the arthritis, but it was really nice yesterday, and today it's gloomy and dreary, and the temperature's lower, and then it's going to go back up to the 70s, and I think anyway, my body has to get used to that. There we have it. It's bubbling. So now we'll turn it down to a simmer, and we'll cover it, and we'll be back pretty soon to add this cheese sauce and do our taste test. Another thing that I wanted to add is that I usually have to add some extra water to it to get the pasta soft enough to where I like it. Sometimes I add another full cup of water, and you can kind of do that as you see fit. If you think the pasta's not soft enough yet, add some water, let it cook longer. You might like it more al dente, as they say, to where the pasta is not quite as soft. I prefer my pasta to be nice and soft. Okay, I'm gonna go over here this side so I can see you. All right, it's all done. I did indeed end up adding another cup of water and cooking it for 10 minutes longer. Craig's going to put in the cheese sauce, which is the ooey gooey, really good part.
What's that?
Okay, now you want to stir it up.
Okay. Well, SpongeBob.
That is what it looks like. And I'm pretty sure Craig's ready to dig in, right, Craig?
Yep.
Only 10 minutes after 5. So, about right at Craig's dinner time. He eats at 5 o'clock every night. All right.
Give it
Think
a
it's ready?
taste.
All right, you can give it a taste right now. It's going to be hot. Be careful.
Mmm. Tastes good.
It's really good. It's just very savory. It has so much flavor. I would encourage you to give it a try. I think you'll like it. Well, it's getting late, so I'm just going to have Craig close out the video.
Well, so long, folks. Keep on having a great day.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.